Sorry, you can only capture their heavies with a knight. Ooh, I like that. Okay. This is drawbackchess.com. All right, we're black again. The Bushcast Gambit is good for any time control or only in Blitz and Rapid? Any time control? I mean, I think up to a very high level. Up to a very high level. I think it's very, very difficult to refute over the board unless you're a very strong player and have a lot of time on your clock. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult to come up with what to do. So my opponent plays e5. This is just general Bushcast theory here. It's not good. They tried to play a Scotch, but they kind of thought that it was this position. But instead, we're going to castle real quick. And yeah, they were just losing this pawn. Bishop e3 is probably a good move. Honestly, you could make the problem worse with like f4. You're just going to lose that pawn. Gets pinned, and queen e7 doesn't even block my bishop, right? So there's really no drawback to it. So funny. Yeah, we are on drawbackchess.com. This is my new favorite variant, period. Because I also like that, like, you can just challenge someone and set the elos, and you can get an even game. Just someone might have just a really brutal drawback. And that's what Go does. I was starting to say that at the beginning of this video. Go, the only game, only like perfect information game that has more possibilities than chess. You can just kind of start with like a 7-piece handicap. My understanding, if someone's just like much better than you, and that'll even it out. Like in golf. In golf, should I go knight d5? Maybe 3. I should start thinking about the fact that like queen takes b2, queen takes a1 is off the table. I'm not allowed to take that rook with my queen. All right, let's just play the simple knight c6. I can only take with my knights the queen's rocks. That's annoying, but there are worse things. There are definitely worse drawbacks out there. I've seen them. For example, that move, I might have just gone queen b2. I don't know. No, I don't think I could have. All right, we're up a clean pawn. D takes c6 to open the bishop. Long term, it's not great for these. It'll be funny if they go queen e3 and I literally can't do the queen trade. I can't take a queen with my queen. I'm surprised they didn't castle there. I guess they want to go long, but I can put a rook right on d8 now. Keep the knights. Yeah, keep the knights. That's actually a good point. It's actually a good point. I didn't really think so much about that. They're my only dudes that can... I just traded a knight for a knight, but my knights are probably pretty important to me. Should I go bishop g4 and then try to keep them in the middle? Can I? Is that a shot? Bishop g4. I mean, I could grab c2, but let's give this a shot. Bishop g4. Try to keep this king in the middle if I can't. And I'm following that up with rook e8. Going f4. Yes, so rook e8 here. I mean, they can grab this if they want, but it's their funeral. Now their king is stuck in the middle. They took too long. Okay, they had f3. Maybe I should have taken their last turn. They do have f3. But, okay, they can only go... They can't go short. They couldn't go long. All right. We'll just back up. Where are we going? We'll just back up. And after castles, maybe d5, b4. We should pick up the pace here. 2-second increment. So they can grab c7. I was going to play b4. Maybe grab a2. They do that. Let's go here. And then I have check. Knight e4. Let's take. But I don't want to trade knights, right? Okay, let's. I kind of want my knights. Yeah, because rook d2, I want to get that rook, but I can't. I wonder what their drawback is. They've kind of seemed to be doing normal stuff. Okay, they go. Oh. So the fact that they didn't go rook d2 might have been telling. I mean, maybe they just didn't see that as a way to defend their bishop. Something about not being able to block checks with rooks seems weird. It does seem weird, right? I don't know what that would be. Anyway, let's just focus on our stuff. Good d6. Let's try to get that dude here. I think we got him. We haven't captured any queens or rooks. It might be a problem if they take. Yeah, I have knight takes as a way to recapture a rook, right? I need knight takes. I can only capture rooks and queens with a knight. So for example, but they probably wouldn't do it just because of queen takes e1 and rook takes e1. That's literally checkmate. So there's some bluffing in this. Oh, that's always worth a shot if you're desperate. Oh no. Oh no, I lose. What? How did they know to do that? That's the craziest move of all time. I can only capture rooks and queens with a knight. I can't. Oh my god, I have no illegal moves here. What? How did they know to do that? Oh. What? Wait, why didn't they take my king? What just happened? Okay, my opponent's drawback was your non-capturing moves must be to the 4 central files. Wait, but they could have taken my king last turn. They just played the most brilliant move of all time. Queen to f8. That was the most brilliant move ever. The greatest drawback chess move of all time. Queen to f8. Because I can't get out. I can only capture a queen with a knight. But I took. Yeah, you got to take the king in drawback chess. I guess for obvious reasons, right? They could have done this. Their non-capturing moves must. It was a capturing move. Maybe they didn't think it was a capturing move. It is. You capture the king to the 4 central files. Oh man, they had me. What? That's crazy. Do you guys like drawback chess? That's awesome. Wait, I have a game in progress. Oh no, this is just against the computer. Okay, back to lobby. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Your pieces can only capture if they are attacked. Whoa. That's interesting. Can only capture if they're attacked. Can I play a Goring Gambit like this? I feel like I'm thinking about some lines in my head right now. Yeah, I think they'll generally be okay as we get to put on the Gambit glasses. So this is a funny Gambit that we've got our Goring Gambit fully accepted in drawback chess. Your pieces can only capture if they are attacked. And I was thinking about this line, right? C takes b2. My bishop is attacked, so it can capture. Success. f5 is a crazy move to play. I mean, I can capture it, just based on the rules. The pawn is attacked. I mean, but the other thing I want to do is like that, right? I mean, what? Like, why would you play that? I don't understand at all. Wing e3, knight a5, bishop 7, king e7. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it was some sort of drawback. But they can play d5 now. We stopped d5, but not actually, because well, can I take it? Kind of an open question. Just like legally. Take here. All right. Okay, so we're able to recapture, right? Takes, bishop takes. d5. I can give this check, which is very annoying, I think. a7. And then I have bishop b4, bishop takes f6. Oh. What? Oh, it's so frustrating. My piece can only capture if they're attacked. Are people stream sniping me? This is a crazy move. How would you know that you can leave your king in check? Because I can't freaking take this. Ah. And I can't do any move that's annoying even to you. In fact, if they take this, I can't even recapture. But okay, no way. I feel like you just missed the check, and you're going to get out of check now. And then I'll take your bishop for free. That's crazy. They got to... Okay, yeah. Okay, and it can capture because it's attacked. In fact, this might be even more fun. I'm bluffing completely, right? I can't even take the king. All right, let's keep drawing this guy out. That's going to be really tough. How am I going to win this game if I can't take the king? Wait, that's like impossible. How do you do that? I need to be... like, if I take all their pieces, then I would never be able to capture their king? What? Wait. That's true, what I just said. I would never be able to capture their king. I need to arrange it somehow that... All right, we'll work on this. In the meanwhile, I'd love for them to play an 84 so I can go check, right? Okay, this was brilliant. Check. And now my queen will be under attack. This was brilliant. Stop. That's so... Oh, yes! Yes. Okay, my queen was under attack after Nate takes f2. They really thought they could have used that. Oh, man. That was a brutal drawback. Wait, if I literally get rid of every single one of their pieces, I can never win. I can never capture their king. Okay. Wow. If you can... if you can capture a pawn, you must. Oh. Oh, that's why. Wow. This game is so funny. Look, so going back through the game, that's too funny. So they play e5, right? But little did they know that it made them fully accept my Goring Gambit. They had to take it. They had to take it. They had to take it. And now they played f5. Oh, I think because they wanted to play knight f6, but didn't want to have to, like, lose their knight for nothing if they took. Oh, so that's actually really tough if you're black. Okay, so they're trying to not be in contact with pawns, right? Whereas I'm worried about my own brutal drawback where I can only capture pieces if they're attacked. And so here, this is such a funny drawback chess moment because I go check, but they're like, oh, shoot, I have to take this pawn. But I can't take the king because my rook's not under attack. So I go here. Now they get out of check. I don't even take this yet, though. I go check. And their problem was when they went 84. Well, first of all, bringing the king out is generally a problem. But then they had to take on f2. And it worked out beautifully for me because they took on f2 attacking the queen. And so it freed the queen to make a capture. That was a fun game of drawback chess. All right, you guys, this is on Drawback Chess. drawback.com. Zoom out all the way. Whoops. That's not how you do it. Anyway. Drawbackchess.com. Go play there. I'll be playing more. I think I've done this on